What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the chronically charismatic Dr. Disaster, and to say that the trailer for Star Trek Starfleet Academy was not well received is a massive understatement. We covered this trailer getting ratioed the other day, but now it has gotten much worse. After 8 days and almost 500,000 views, they are sitting at only 7,000 likes to a whopping 30,000 dislikes.
He doesn't like you.
I'm sorry.
I don't like you either.
And just look at the responses from people in the comment section brutalizing this thing. Have you guys ever considered making an actual Star Trek series? They took everything former fans hated about New Trek and doubled down on it. Bold move. One day, Star Trek will come back in all its glory. Today is not that day. With as rough as the release of this trailer has been, it's no wonder that we are hearing that Paramount and Skydance are not happy with what this looks like.
Oh no. It's finally happened. I'm having a total nervous breakdown.
Yeah, the look of Starfleet Academy is so bad, and the cost of making it is reportedly so high that we are hearing word that the big wigs in the companies at Paramount and Skydance are considering pulling the plug on the series before the first season even airs.
Would you please still be my friend?
Get the f*** out of here!
With Starfleet Academy set to release early next year, and with Alex Kurtzman's deal with CBS Studios set to expire right around the same time with no new deal in sight, this sounds like a pretty believable rumor to me. If the success of this show is the final product that determines whether or not Kurtzman Trek continues to get made, then it's possible that at least something good will come from Starfleet Academy. We can only hope that this turd of a production heralds the end of an era which has caused tremendous damage to this IP.
Hey, what's that you got on your face?
Huh? Blah, blah, blah!
See how that works?
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also, don't forget to follow me over on X, where my handle is Dr. Disaster1. I keep a list on there of games lousy with wokeness pinned to the account at all times for your reference. I've also started uploading some content onto Rumble too, so make sure that you follow Dr. Disaster over there. But anyways, let's have a peek at this rumor that Starfleet Academy is going bye-bye after only the first season. This info comes to us from Cosmic Book News. It says here, Paramount's Starfleet Academy series is already under fire and it hasn't even premiered yet. Now comes word that Season 2 may be cancelled, according to a new rumor dropped by the Tachyon Pulse podcast on YouTube. If true, this could be a brutal vote of no confidence in Academy, which already suffered heavy backlash following the disastrous teaser trailer, currently having racked up over 30,000 dislikes on YouTube to just 6,900 likes. And let's be real here, the fact that Kurtzman is still sitting in limbo without a renewal at this point is pretty telling as to which direction things are leaning. If we head into 2026 without word that Kurtzman has a new deal, then I would not be surprised if his entire future hinges on whether or not this show performs well. But anyways, this article says next, according to Tachyon Pulse, a source claims that Skydance, which now oversees Paramount content, has seen early edits of Starfleet Academy Season 1 and they're not massively impressed. Worse, the show is reportedly very expensive, which might be tipping the scales toward shelving Season 2 before it gets rolling. The YouTuber goes over how, due to the current contract with Paramount, Secret Hideout, Alex Kurtzman's production company, has the rights to produce Trek shows and pitch them to Paramount first. If Paramount passes, as it did with Prodigy, Secret Hideout can shop them to Netflix, Amazon, or elsewhere. That scenario may now be playing out again with Academy, according to the YouTuber. What I've been told is that Skydance have already seen a lot of Academy Season 1, they've seen obviously a lot of the early edits and things, and Skydance aren't massively impressed, and it's massively expensive. They basically got this deal where they can do whatever they want with Star Trek in theory, they just have to give Paramount the first dibs. This is exactly what happened with Star Trek Prodigy. Paramount bailed on Season 2, and Secret Hideout sold it to Netflix, which is now airing it instead. Netflix opted not to renew for a third season. And wow, that's embarrassing. Think about that. You have a franchise as massive as Star Trek, and you make a show with it so shitty that even Paramount themselves say no to a second season. So it gets sold off to Netflix for what was probably pennies on the dollar so that they can air the show, and then even Netflix said hell no to a third season. But as it says here, if Starfleet Academy Season 2 has already been filmed or is near completion, the same route could happen, especially if Paramount walks away. And if this happens, then it tells us that the powers that be are finally waving that white flag and letting us know they understand that this era of Star Trek was a bona fide failure. My guess is that Starfleet Academy is either one of two things. After years of mismanagement, it is either the deciding factor as to whether or not Alex Kurtzman gets to keep on making Star Trek, or the decision has already been made to pull the plug, and this horrible looking show is just his last middle finger to the franchise on his way out. Neither of those things would surprise me, but in any case, there has been talk of a Star Trek reboot once the Skydance and Paramount merger happens, and to be clear, there is no guarantee that if they move on from Kurtzman, that they won't just pick someone else who is just as clueless as him, if not worse. But with shit like the female Jem'Hadar, who looks like the humorless HR lady being introduced into Starfleet Academy, with a cast in that show that looks like a bunch of astroturfed TikTok influencers that nobody actually likes, with the musical numbers and puppet shows in Strange New Worlds, and with the way that this franchise has been so poorly received in recent years, as evidenced by the awful reception to the Starfleet Academy trailer, it is worth asking ourselves, can it get any worse than where it is right now? I mean, if the new people in charge were to write up a show where we just saw Captain Picard quietly reading a book as he sits on the shitter, at least that could be mined for all of the comedic gold. But what we see today is just plain sad, and it needs to end. But I'm gonna leave it there. Drop your mockery of new Trek and Starfleet Academy into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching me, Hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.